I'm excited because I want to welcome you to the United YouTube page where we're going to start posting more YouTube videos and specifically talking about the armor of God from Ephesians chapter 6 to equip you with everything you need from God's strength to put on the armor so you can stand strong in these evil days. So today, let's figure out what we're going to talk about. I think it might be the belt of truth. So for today's video, we're going to talk about the belt of truth. In Ephesians chapter 6, as we're working our way through the armor of God, it says in verse 14, "Stand therefore, having fastened on the belt of truth." And you could literally translate that, girding up the loins of your mind with truth, is what it actually says in the Greek language. This phrase, gird up your loins, was a popular picture in Jewish culture. It was the idea of you'd have this long robe hanging down with all this loose material. You'd have your belt on, and in order to get ready to go run into battle, you got to hike up all of that material and tuck it into your belt. So it's saying, gird up your loins. Get ready because you are going to battle. But it says, gird up your loins or fasten on the belt of truth. Now, what is this truth that it's talking about? Well, the truth that it's talking about, I don't think is truth in content. As in John 17:17, where Jesus says, "Sanctify them in the truth, your word is truth." One thing we do know is the Bible is true, but later in the armor, we're going to get a specific piece, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. So if he says here that the belt of truth is just another reference to the Bible, why would then he specifically say later that the sword is the word? So I don't think it's truth in content. I think it's truth in character, in the way that you live, that you're going to live truthfully, that your life is going to be prepared with truthfulness. Really, the idea here of fastening on the belt of truth is you're ready, you're committed, you're going to battle, and what's that first piece that's going to hold everything together? Integrity. You're not going to fake it until you make it. And so let me ask you two important questions. Who knows who you really are? Is there anybody who knows who you really are? Are you a fully transparent person? Man, if you're not, if nobody knows who you really are, that is such a burdensome way to live. Pretending, just trying to fake it until you make it one way over here and then another way over here. No, it's time for you to just open up, to gird up your life, fasten on, get ready, commit to living a life of truthfulness. Second question I want to ask you is, who do you constantly share what's really going on in your life with? In Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11, it says, "Take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them." And one way that we could take that verse is expose the unfruitful works of darkness and those who do not know Jesus. But another way that we could take that verse is expose the darkness inside of us. Share it. Bring it to the light. Get it out in the open with your one another's, your brothers and sisters in your small group. Be fully transparent so that way you're ready to go into the battle. You got nothing to hide. Man, do you know that freedom? Do you know that peace that comes from this is just who I am. I'm not ashamed. I don't care who knows it. I'm not hiding my sin. No, I struggle with sin, but I get it out in the open. If you're going to go and fight this battle that we're in, this spiritual warfare, the first thing you got to decide, am I committed and am I going to live a life of truthfulness? I want to encourage you today to be fully transparent. And that might look like you today going and sharing something that's going on with your small group leader or the girls or the brothers in your small group and really open it up. Man, if there's anything going on inside of you with who you really are that somebody does not know about, you got to get it out into the light. You got to open up. You got to share it. And don't wait. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to expose who you really are. And there is such a freedom. I mean, like this snow that I'm standing on right now that is white and pure. There is such a freedom that comes in your soul, that comes to the core of who you are when you really expose who you are and you're not trying to hide it. And it's like, yes, I'm living for Christ, but man, here are the things that I'm so struggling with. And as I share that, I'm seeking to grow. There's such a freedom that comes in your soul as you live fully transparent with your brothers and sisters. So live that way today. And let's keep talking about this armor of God here on the YouTube page.